Good morning, students. Today we will talk about law of demand. Здравствуйте, студенты! Сегодня мы поговорим с вами про закон спроса. Запишите тему в тетрадь. Law of demand states when the price goes up, the quantity demanded goes down. And when the price goes down, the quantity demanded goes up. This is the relationship between price and quantity. Before we continue talking about law of demand, please put down this new vocabulary in your copybooks. The first word combination: quantity demanded. Errand. Commuting. Inverse. To assume. Constant. Demand schedule. Graph. To slope down. Embodying. Conversely. Let's repeat one more time. Quantity demanded. Errand. Commuting. Inverse. To assume. Constant. Demand schedule. Graph. To slope down. Embodying. Conversely. Запишите эти слова в тетрадь и будьте готовы к устному ответу. Now listen to the text. After it, you'll answer some questions. Сейчас прослушайте текст про закон спроса. Следующее задание будет ответить на некоторые вопросы. So let's get started. Давайте начнем. Law of demand. If the price of something goes up, people are going to buy less of it. Economists use the term demand to refer to the amount of some good or service consumers are willing and able to purchase at each price. Demand is based on needs and wants. A consumer may be able to differentiate between a need and a want. But from an economist's perspective, they are the same thing. Demand is also based on ability to pay. If you cannot pay, you have no effective demand. What a buyer pays for a unit of the specific good or service is called price. The total number of units purchased at that price is called the quantity demanded. A rise in price of a good or service almost always decreases the quantity demanded of that good or service. Conversely, a fall in price will increase the quantity demanded. When the price of a gallon of gasoline goes up, for example, people look for ways to reduce their consumption by combining several errands, commuting by car petrol or mass transit, or taking weekend or vacation trips closer to home. Economists call this inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded the law of demand. It assumes that all other variables that affect demand are held constant. Demand schedule is a table that shows the quantity demanded at each price. Demand curve is a graph that shows the quantity demanded at each price. Price in this case is measured in dollars per gallon of gasoline. The quantity demanded is measured in millions of gallons over some time period, for example, per day, per year, or over some geographic area like state or country. Demand curves will be somewhat different for each product. They may appear relatively steep or flat, and they may be straight or curved. Nearly all demand curves share the fundamental similarity that they slope down from left to right, embodying the law of demand. As the price increases, the quantity demanded decreases, and conversely. As the price decreases, the quantity demanded increases. What's the difference between demand and quantity demanded? In economic terminology, demand is not the same as quantity demanded. When economists talk about demand, they mean the relationship between a range of prices and the quantities demanded at those prices. When economists talk about quantity demanded, they mean only a certain point on the demand curve or one quantity on the demand schedule. In short, demand refers to the curve and quantity demanded refers to the specific point on the curve. Now please answer these questions according to the text. What does the law of demand state? Что обозначает закон спроса? The second question. What are demand curves and demand schedules? Дайте определение кривой спроса и графику спроса. The third question. What is demand based on? На чем основывается спрос? The fourth question. What is the price? Что такое цена? The fifth question. What is the quantity demanded? Что такое объем спроса? The sixth question. What's the difference between demand and quantity demanded? В чем разница между спросом и объемом спроса? Give answers to these questions in your copybooks in written form. Ответы на вопросы запишите у себя в тетрадях. Your tasks will be: put down words, learn them by heart. Listen to the text and answer questions. Make up your own questions to the text. This is all for now. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.